Welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff here with co-host Chip. What is going on, Chip? What's going on, everybody out there in the On the Chain family, On the Chain community? We have a special guest tonight. If you read the title of the video, that special guest is Mel Carmine, and we're going to bring him on. He has some very interesting things that we want to get into and talk about. And we're also going to reference and get into, and he's going to tell us what Quantum Summit 7076 is all about. So, Chip, I think we need to get this thing rolling because we're going to bring him in because we got to talk about, well, there's a lot of things. I don't want to give away all the things that Mel wants to talk about. But we were going to get into digital asset. No, we're going to be talking about XRP. Might even reference some XLM, some XDC, and Bitcoin and some other things. There's going to be a lot. This is going to be quite the show. So
it's gonna be a show, guys. So strap in, get your popcorn, get your coffee or your libation, whatever you want. We've been trying to get Mel on for a while. He's pretty busy, but he's agreed to come on tonight. We're super excited to have him. You guys ready to go? Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
And now, without further ado, let's bring in the man of the hour, Mel Carmine. Mel.
Wait.
Boom, there he is. Mel, good to have you here.
Hey guys, it was such a pleasure to meet you in person over in Atlanta, Chip. And I wish that Jeff could have made it, but he wasn't there. But it's okay. There'll be other opportunities. By the way, we're doing the movie in Cape Canaveral on Saturday, which is the 30th at 4 p.m. So anybody wants to come down, if you know anybody in Florida, pick up the phone, call them. There's only 47 chairs. If we sell out the 47 chairs fast, there's possibility we might do another night, right? You know, the very next day, we'll maybe do another show at 4 p.m. as well. We have surround sound system. We got state of the art mixing boards. We got everything. It's a very well equipped.
Just so everybody knows, that's
Yeah.
what was called XRP Unleashed, which has been renamed Rigged from the Start. That's the movie that we were at in Atlanta.
Right. I like XRP Unleashed better, to be quite honest, because you know exactly what it is we're talking about. We know that the whole game is rigged, guys, from the start. I like to start with the video that's called Trillions of Transactions Per Second. We were talking off camera. You guys agreed with me that you guys know a guy by the name of Odor, and he was an incredible writer of blogs, and he's been in and out. And I think he's one of those white hats that he's been planted to specifically give us some breadcrumbs at specific moments and times to get us sort of thinking, you know what I mean? And I think he's done a very good job of that. And as a matter of fact, in that video, he actually goes ahead and describes. I'll show the actual screen share here, right? You guys can see my screen or no?
No, before you do that, hang on a second. Before you do that, let's
Sure.
I want to put this up here. So this is Hodor right here, right? This is Hodor. You guys are all familiar with him, right? Writer of blogs and of course Hodor was also the name of the character that was in Game of Thrones. So that's what it is. And he was on. He went away for a while. He came back, and he's sort of I think he's bowed out again. Also, he did a lot of stuff on Flat Earth and got lots of incoming about that. He was putting a lot of that stuff out. Well, he's still there. Buy what you believe in. There it is, Hodor, right there. If you've never heard of the term, your wallet, sit back. So let's go ahead and let's put your screen up there. You've unshared it, so you got to share it again. You've taken it out of the. You got to go ahead and
I go to where now? Share screen.
Yep, share screen. And then
Telegram. Okay, there we go. Share. I just want to show basically the thumbnail so they know what to look for. That's the thumbnail you want to look for. It's XRP Trillions of Transactions Per Second, and it is a very well done video by any standard. So that's one. Then you guys have the links there, I believe. I don't know if I gave you the one for the Quantum Summit. Did I give you that one or no?
I don't know if you gave me that link. Drop it in the
and let me.
Well, the link is quantumsummit1776.com, correct?
Yeah, correct. Let me drop it in here just so you guys can show that on your screen there to the audience. It's a very well-designed website. It's a work in progress. We've got about 34 to 38 speakers coming in from all over the world, as far as England, Central America, etc. I'm looking for some flat earthers. So if you guys get some good flat earthers out there that would love to be on stage, contact me, qfs1776@gmail.com.
Hey, Mel, you've got two guys. You've got Jim is over in Cape Canaveral, and Chad is actually in celebration.
So he's close enough. He's pretty close.
Both those guys are pretty close. How do they, if they want to check out that the movie? You
I'll
said
do
it
the
was this
better
coming
for you.
Saturday. We got to make sure that
Yeah,
we get a connection. So
166
they can
Center
connect with
Street. Yeah, 166 Center Street, Suite 200 on the second floor. Staying Alive with 2 E's. Staying Alive, 2 E's at the end, which stands for Energy Enhancement .com. And if you're not a member, you scroll down to the bottom, call the number, say I'm coming in for the movie, you reserve your spot. If you're a member and you have a package, it's free of charge. If you're not a member, it's $10. It's a lifetime membership fee, and then $10 for the movie. And then you'll be sitting in the energy field, which is scalar wave, which allows the body to do magical things and get rid of pains and all kinds of things that we're not allowed to mention here because we don't want to get you guys in trouble.
Thank you for that, Mel. But it is, I know
what is the place called? Do you have it? Do you have it?
Yeah,
queued
Staying
up?
Alive. Yeah, I can definitely write it in
What
here
is
if
it?
you want.
Staying Alive. What?
Staying.
Yep.
Staying Alive.
We'll get that over to those guys.
There you go. StayingAlive.com.
All right. Oh, Staying Alive.
Yeah.
With 2 E's. Got it.
Yeah, with 2 E's at the end, which stands for Energy Enhancement. You see that?
Yeah, and there's probably we probably can't talk about some of the people that you've tremendously helped, but I know one of them is very close to you, but you totally changed her world. It's like we got to be careful what we say, but what Mel's talking about here, I know firsthand is incredible. It's incredible technology, right? And it's here today. I mean, it's not a someday, one day, but there it is.
Correct.
Right there.
So go.
Yeah, and if you scroll down to the
check it out.
Yeah.
There, right.
Yeah. If you scroll down, there's a movie that's about 13 minutes and 9 seconds long. You want to definitely watch that. Then you scroll down to the bottom. There's testimonials that you'll need to literally fasten your seatbelt and activate your airbags because it will knock you off your chair. And again, we're not allowed to mention, but if you go watch the videos, you could do that. And then you'll see exactly what it is we're talking about.
Nope. They'll be able to come over here and check out the movie with you guys. So
Yes.
they can reach out here because you said you
Yes.
had 47 seats. So
47
anyone
seats.
wants to
They'll be sold
attend,
out.
they can, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, go. Here's where you want to go. You want to go right there to. I'll drop the link in there, guys. Quantum Summit 1776.
We got Sheriff Mack who's coming. Sheriff Mack is going to be introducing me to Ted Nugent here soon. So Ted Nugent and Mel Carmine will be in communications.
I know Ted for a long time.
Oh, Jim, that's really cool. Jim's a biohacker also. Interesting.
There you go. See,
Jim, we all need to talk. We all need to talk offline.
Yeah, this is good stuff, man. And
Yeah,
especially you, Jeff, because that's your line of work, man. That's like up your alley. Got Belgium in the house.
So now, can I show a video? Can I show a video that I've had people go look at this document that is being read in this particular 42-second video, and they verified it that that's what it is. So let me go ahead and stop screen, show screen. How do I do that? Can you guys see my screen still or no?
No, we have to do it on our side.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Now we can.
All right. The 2023 defense budget is something very interesting indeed. In these documents is a proposal for something they are calling rapid healing for warfighter injuries. That is technologies that can rapidly accelerate the restoration and repair of complex tissues. The document goes on to say the program will develop approaches that combine high-resolution biosensors to track the healing process in real time with bioactuators to stimulate restoration where and when they are needed. This sounds very much like the concept of medbeds, a technology shown in movies like Elysium that can heal any illness or disease.
Now that's a document. That is a document that is a military document. You cannot argue with certain things. Certain things are very provable. Now here's another one that I could show on my screen real quick. There you go. This is by Moon Lambo, I believe, as well, or Working Money Channel, one of those two guys.
Working Money Channel.
Working Money Channel. There you go. NESARA, GESARA 2024 update. Listen, I've seen every NESARA thing that proves that it's a real deal, and there are things right now in motion with the administration coming in that point that yes, that's what it is. Are they going to call it that? I believe they're not. They're not going to give the guy with the blue chair all the credibility and allow me to go out, have to go out and get a bigger chair because it's got to be able to fit my ego, right? Which is a pretty big ego, right? I'm just joking. But anyway, needless to say, you look for that in the NESARA GESARA 2024 update. It is the best 25-minute video ever on NESARA.
Can I play a little bit for a couple minutes here?
Sure, you can.
Hey, before you play, Adrian's saying, hey, can we get a little background story for anyone who's unfamiliar with who you are, Mel? You have a little bit of a, and we should have given you a little bit of a shout out when we just jumped and rolled right into all this stuff.
Yeah. I'm a Sicilian immigrant. I've moved to the United States in 1972 when the SWIFT system was launched, which is now, fast forward many, many years, many decades, and we're trying to get rid of the SWIFT system, which is old and antiquated, just like the extension of a Model T Ford that we're all driving. And I believe we should have had flying cars, 25 years ago. And we're going to be able to move it at lightning speed. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. That's why I came to the United States. They basically took me out of Sicily because they realized that there's something called the La Famiglia, the family. My mom was scared to death. My uncle went from being a zero to being a hero very, very quickly. We're all basically saying, how the hell did he make that much money that fast? My cousin was, my cousins were running with a few, crews. And so my mom just did not want us to be part of that chain. So she broke the chain and got us to the United States. Fast forward, we, have owned about 9 pizza shops, made a good living, lived the American dream, been able to travel extensively, been in networking consulting, sales consultant. I ran the gamut, everything from online sales to just, you could pretty much name it. I've done pretty much almost everything that's legal. But anyway, so that's pretty much a little snapshot of who Mel Carmine is.
And then Mel, just a little extra background, your journey or your finding of digital asset, whether it was XRP to begin with or Bitcoin, or where was your entry point? Where was your discovery? Because then I'm sure things started developing from that point. You.
Well, I got involved with a scam called OneCoin from Dr. Ruja. I paid in 1,700 euros. My entry point was the best 1,700 euros school of hard knocks that I've ever entered, and it opened my eyes to the digital assets. And then we got into mining Bitcoin. We got to mine about 3 Bitcoins. When my wife was so persistent, letting me know that, hey, dude, you better sit down because it's not going to be Bitcoin. It's going to be XRP. And I could not, you guys weren't even the channel yet. Okay. Digital asset investor, digital perspectives, all these people, Crypto Eddie wasn't even a channel yet. And all of a sudden, when I got bit by the XRP bug, so to speak, whoever was out there, a lot of these channels don't even exist anymore. They basically had given up because this is definitely a survival of the fittest is an understatement. Okay. This is a game of extreme patience. And then you guys came in, and then I was on Alex Jones, and I said to Alex, hey, it's not Bitcoin, it's XRP. You need to listen to this guy, digital asset investor. And I got bit by the bug, and the actual videos couldn't come out fast enough because I was consuming them as fast as they was coming out. I mean, literally, I was in front of that TV in Costa Rica when I was living there for 11 years for literally, 17, 18 hours a day, watching videos, just literally absorbing as much information as I could. Fast forward a little further down the road, I started innocently a little channel on just to help friends and families on WhatsApp. Then WhatsApp said, hey, we're going to be spying on you on everything text. We're going to record everything. I said, screw that. So we moved over to Telegram. On Telegram, I started making recordings of how I saw the whole thing basically working. And those recordings got put into Whiplash and all these big channels and Captain Kyle and so on. And then it just blew up. It literally went freaking crazy. We had like literally 200, 300 people an hour sometimes signing up because I didn't understand the mechanics of Telegram. I was asking my friend Sandra, I said, where the hell are all these people coming from? How are they hearing about us? Well, Mel, when you make a recording and it resonates with people are sharing it on Whiplash and they're sharing it on Captain Kyle, all these big channels that had like 70,000, 80,000, 150,000 followers, some of them 350,000 followers. So people were clicking on the link on the top of the recording and they were joining my channel. And then from that, we parlayed it over into a YouTube channel. That got shut down at 836 subscribers. I dialed in one day into Grant Cardone about 2 weeks after. I knew how to do this. So I said, hey, my channel got shut down. Can I give myself a plug? I got a new channel going up. And I told him that it's XRP. Now they're starting to think that I'm right because I'm sure they know who I am. Nobody will ever meet the pizza man and forget the pizza guy. I'm telling you right now. I leave a lasting impression.
Never made me a pizza, so I'm not doubting it. I'll be honest with you. Until I try the pizza.
But anyway, so that's how it all started. And then it just blew up. And then I called a friend of mine.
Uh-oh.
He called a friend. La Familia got to him.
Called a friend, and then
La Familia
they shut it down. Come on.
Oh, we lost you, Mel.
Oh, hopefully, he'll come back in.
He'll come back in, but let's see if he. Let me go ahead.
In the meantime, everyone, give a quick shout out where you guys are tuning in from. Very cool. Anyone who knows Mel, we've had Mel on before. It's been a little bit, which is, and we're gonna get into some things here tonight. Chip, there's so much developing, so much going on. And actually, Jim D, he was asking, because we're talking about biohacking, if we got into anything with red light, yes, red light and hyperbaric, actually.
I'm in the ground.
There's a ton of technology in and around real healing, and it's just the space is exploding right now. When you want to have access to real health, you got to pay for it.
That's right. And by the way, did you know that you can detect an Italian by flying hands when talking? 80% by hands, 20% by mouth. Well, it's funny enough. Nobody believes this, but I've got Italian heritage. I mean, my great grandfather came over from Foggia, Italy. Was born in 1889. Ended up here around 1900, 1901, and luckily I was able to know him. So he lived to be 100 years old. YouTube strikes again. Well, he'll come back on here. He'll jump back in. He probably had some down. I'm a PA. I worked in hyperbarics for 10 years. It's the real deal.
That's awesome. I do a lot in regenerative medicine and also health optimization, longevity. So it's there's a lot that crosses over into the so it's interesting. Oh yeah, go back to the other one. I don't know which one.
Very interested in CML's site, referring to scalar wave technology. It's an interesting topic, especially for MH370. It's good stuff. Let's see what else. There's a couple other ones. Look at this. When I hear Sir John says, when I hear Siciliano, I hear Familia, Omerto, or Pomodoro.
Pomodoro.
There we go. Pomodoro. Yeah, that's right here. So,
guys, who am I sending my Yeti to tonight?
Please.
Rob, we're slowly but surely we're going to take all of your Yeti.
Covered for you when you're
I'm back.
You're back. You know what? La Familia heard you, man. You better chill on the La Familia shit.
And YouTube. Yeah, both sides. We got the whole the whole crowd going here.
Muerto. We got to get rid of this dude right now. And there he goes again. He froze again. What in the hell? What's going on with your internet, Mel?
Oh, he froze again? Oh, man. They're after him this time.
Damn.
They are after him.
Holy cow, man. This is crazy.
Oh.
He froze again, man.
Johnny 10X.
So, yeah. So this is great. I mean, it happens every once in a while. Technology will do this to you some days. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Man, oh, man.
How it happens. So we just got to keep rolling.
You got to keep rolling, man.
Just got to keep going. Chip. Oh, there he is.
Video. Here we go.
He's back. Well, if he freezes again, we'll roll out some of the different videos. You're muted.
You're muted, man.
Oh, no, you got to take him out.
I think he's taking a phone call. He's chewing out his internet company right now. He's like, you bastards. Give us the thumbs up when you're ready to come on. Hold the thumbs up when you're ready to come on. I'm going to play this video that he was talking about. This is working money. That's what he wanted to hear. We're gonna
that's what we're going to watch.
Dusting off today, guys. It's been a while.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Since we touched on this topic. one of my most popular videos ever, and so I thought I'd take another look, a deep dive into NESARA, GESARA, and XRP moving the world to the gold standard. Now, as we know, we have an election coming up this year, 2024, guys, and so I decided to update this video for 2024. That's what you're watching today, but a lot of this video still holds true. I'm going to play you guys some clips from this video, then we're going to talk about some updates. I originally did this video back 3 years ago, August 2020, so a lot has happened since then. Watch this. NESARA, GESARA, a law that would change our lives. Have you guys heard of this thing? So apparently there was a law that was supposed to be enacted that would return us to the gold standard. The law was supposed to take effect several years ago now. And so I happened upon this article, and it kind of points towards all these hints that could have, would have, should have brought us back to the gold standard many, many years ago. Now, I know some of you guys might think, okay, this is a little too conspiratorial for me. So I would suggest maybe don't watch this video if that's not your thing. Although after going over some of this stuff, I did find it quite interesting. And yes, guys, there is an XRP connection to this as well. So I'm going to get to that in a sec. First off, I want to go over what this is for those of you guys who just don't know. This article states, I will start this broadcast with a clip from President Trump about Justice John Roberts. And so here's the clip here, guys. It's embedded within this article. I'm not going to play the full thing for copyright reasons, but I am going to play a portion of it for you guys here. Then we're going to talk a little bit about it. So this is President Trump on Chief Justice Roberts.
I'm going to put in a major complaint because you cannot win if you're us a case in the Ninth Circuit. And I think it's a disgrace. This was an Obama judge. And I'll tell you what, it's not going to happen like this anymore.
So Trump is calling Justice Roberts an Obama judge. What does that mean exactly? Well, Roberts rebukes this comment, saying we do not have Obama judges or Trump judges, Bush judges or Clinton judges. What we have is an extraordinary group of dedicated judges doing their level best to do equal right to those appearing before them. Well, Donald Trump retorts, sorry, Chief Justice John Roberts, but you do indeed have Obama judges, and they have a much different point of view than the people who are charged with the safety of our country. This from back in November 2018. So how does this relate to this NESARA, GESARA thing? Well, here's what it is. In short, it was formed by farmers that were taken advantage of by the government. They incorporated a section of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. This article summarizes NESARA's origins and how it applies to us today. If you guys want to read the article, it is linked in this article here. It's the 14th Amendment. Read it carefully. Section 4 of the amendment. And so here it is. The validity of the public debt of the United States authorized by law, including debts incurred for payments of pensions and bounties for services in suppressing insurrection or rebellion, shall not be questioned. But neither the United States nor any state shall assume or pay any debt or obligation incurred in aid of insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or any claim for the loss or emancipation of any slave, but all such debts, obligations, and claims shall be held illegal and void. So in short, NESARA is forgiveness of credit card, mortgage, and other bank debt due to illegal banking and government activities. It would abolish income tax. It would abolish IRS, creates flat rate, non-essential, new items, only sales tax revenue for government. It would increase benefits to senior citizens, returns to constitutional law, establishes new presidential and congressional elections within 120 days after NESARA's announcement, monitors elections and prevents illegal election activities or special interest groups, creates new U.S. Treasury currency, a rainbow currency backed by gold, silver, and platinum and precious metals. That is really important, guys. We're going to get to that point in a bit. Returns constitutional law to all our courts and legal matters, initiates new U.S. Treasury bank system in alignment with constitutional law, eliminates the Federal Reserve System, restores financial privacy, retains all judges and attorneys in constitutional law, ceases all aggressive U.S. government military actions worldwide, establishes peace throughout the world, initiates first phase of worldwide prosperity distribution of vast wealth, which has been accumulating for many decades, releases enormous sums of money for humanitarian purposes, and enables the release of new technologies such as alternative energy devices.
Okay, Mel.
Well,
there you go. There you go. That's a lot. It's a great video. People should watch that video more than once. You should study and go verify whatever it is he's reading, because It is the real deal. Look, and also that I have the original document that lives at QFS1776.com, and we have we have 30 actual videos, and number 9 is not a video. Document number 9 is the original document that actually was written by the farmers, that was presented to Congress to say, hey, we're tired of this bullshit. Things should be working this way instead, which makes all the sense. People who like to make fun of shit are stupid. And I'm going to tell you why they're stupid. I call them out, publicly stupid, because you're not willing to go do your homework. You're not willing to read the 88-page document, and you're willing to argue about something you know nothing about. That makes you stupid. Okay. You heard Donald Trump saying, we need a monetary level playing field. We're going to give the power back to you, the people. Gee, what do you think that stuff means when he's out there now saying, we're going to take the government, the federal government, down by 50%. Then you bring in the guy by the name of Elon Musk. He says, we're going to have this DOGE thing that stands for the Department of Government Efficiency. Okay. And we're going to trim $21 billion off of the fat that we're overspending in government, and close down a bunch of 3, 4, and 5-letter agencies that do nothing for you. Are we allowed to curse here? I'm not sure. Is this a rated G or rated PG? Huh?
Well, we're rated cartoon.
So I like to drive my point home.
No, it's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not too many.
The bottom line is go read the document. Go watch these videos that we're telling you to watch, and then you have to come to a conclusion. Obviously, if the elevator does not get to the top floor, that's your problem, not my problem, right? Does that make sense?
So it's interesting, as we start dissecting some of the things that are going to happen or get ready to happen, whether they can pull all of these, components off. That's the big question. As we're looking at it right now,
Jeff.
No, I get. Yeah,
it's happening right now.
Things are happening. They're orchestrating. So I find another component of it is, they're going after Visa and MasterCard. There have been multiple hearings on Visa and MasterCard and the amount of interest that they're charging. And so if you go back and watch the hearings when they had them coming from in front of Congress, they're making 50 to 60% margins, and these credit card companies charging 28, 29% interest on people's and so they're coming after that because it's excessive. And so,
great point.
So when we start looking at every aspect of traditional banking that we're all familiar with, there's so many aspects of it. And so if we are going to consider, this, initiative, and we see some of the things that Trump's talking about, and there's been more and more discussion to date of getting rid of the IRS, getting rid of the federal income tax. And before it, you were a fringe. Even if you talked about fair tax or flat tax, it was fringe and they would laugh at you. But now, who are we laughing at, right? It's the main, it's this establishment. They're going away. They got to go away.
Yeah. When Trump came down the escalator to announce he's running for president in 2016, do you know what the sign behind him said as he's coming down the escalator?
I don't remember.
Currency exchange. Breadcrumb. From day one, this guy was on NESARA and GESARA. From day one.
Well, the other thing too, here's the other thing too, Mel, is when you think about what Trump said, he says it's going to be a golden age. It cannot be a golden age with a debt-ridden instrument we have called the Federal Reserve. We cannot borrow a dollar and then have to borrow
tell the Federal Reserve to fuck off. We owe you $35 trillion, right? We're not going to give you none of it. Zero.
I had an argument with a buddy of mine. He's like, I'd like to see it's never going to happen. The political winds are going to interfere. I'm like, no, man, you don't understand. This is not Trump's first time. This is the second time he's lined up the dream team. He's putting people into position to make this happen. And what people are all freaking out about Gary Gensler. It's like, you passed the FIT 21, it passed the House, you passed in the Senate on day 2. And guess what? The SEC is hamstrung. It can't do jackass stuff. And people are talking about, oh, you do this now, man. Pass the FIT 21, it's over. There's a reason he had Andrew Jackson's portrait hanging on the Oval Office. Andrew Jackson got rid of the second central bank, right? When the charter ran out, 20 years gone. Why do you think? What do you think that blueprint is? You don't think that's a breadcrumb that he's telling
Of
us
course.
how it's going to go?
Of course
it is.
Of course.
Yep.
Now check this
And
out.
here,
There's
here's
another video
one.
here.
Just real quick,
says,
Mel, and this
yeah.
Mel, this factors into it. Chad is saying, why are we borrowing money if we can just print it? Bukele came over here, spoke in front of CPAC, and told everybody why. He said the fact that we're even paying taxes, it's all fiction because they're just printing money. So if they can print money into oblivion, why are they collecting taxes? Your taxes
because they're a
aren't
bunch
paying
of
for
thieves.
anything.
One explanation. They're a bunch of
they're
thieves.
just taking money from people.
Yes.
We're paying tax
Exactly.
upon tax. And
Right.
there's so many elements of it, and it's all coming
Bingo.
to a head right now. You know, all of
Absolutely.
this stuff is
I'm glad you see this.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're waking up, Jeff. Congratulations, brother.
Jeff's not waking up. Jeff's always been there. What are you talking about? Remember, wait a minute. The difference is like, like Jeff said, if you said this 6 months ago, you were a kook, you were a nut job, right? If you said that the earth would not be exactly round, you're a nut job because the science. If you said that we didn't go to the moon, oh my God, you're crazy time. And if you said Trump
did not go to the moon.
2020, you'd be like, what a conspiracy theorist. But what's happening is there's a transformation. There's a reason that in the NFL and the soccer field in the world, they're doing the Trump dance. Why? Because they can. They couldn't do it 3 weeks ago, but they can now, right?
they love him. Trump is loved on a global scale.
Correct.
Globally.
And if your
People
audience
love
wants to follow me, if your audience wants to follow me, it's very simple. Go to qfs1776.com. And at the top of that website, you'll see all these icons. And those are most of, not all of, but most of our social media, like YouTube, Rumble, and so on, Telegram.
Also,
most of them are there.
In the details, guys, if you go in the details, the second line says follow Mel Carmine. There's a link there that has all of the links in there. Okay, so go ahead and click on that link. That's another way to follow. So it's all there. And I'm going to go ahead and post this. I'm going to post that link in there too to follow Mel.
Mel, what do you think of this? There's two comments, all in the same kind of string here.
Sure.
But Jim is saying the global cabal is forcing Biden to resign. We still see, bizarre things coming out of the White House, and give POTUS to Kamala. She'll light off World War III because they're ramping up. We're seeing an escalation of conflict, with Russia and Ukraine, and there's more report coming out.
I'll answer that.
A Polish MP just came out and said that there's lots of money funneling from Ukraine back into the Democrat Party over here.
Yeah.
And so here, so this is Jim Diaz commenting on that.
Yeah.
And then here you have Visual Vendetta saying the only thing that might stop this is bull run. And everything that Trump wants to do is World War III.
Not going to happen,
I don't
guys.
think I also believe it's not. But I want to get your comment.
I'm going to tell you. First of all, she had what's called a go fast button. Okay, when they realized that they were about to lose the election, they were going to press the button, and that button was going to flip it in their favor. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm trying to stay under the radar as much as I can, and I'm sure your audience is smart enough. I'm sure they got 200 IQ on this stuff. But anyway, so you got that. You think they're going to give her a button to launch a World War III? No, they're going to give her maybe a Fugazi button, a button that doesn't do nothing, just to appease her. Say, here, go play with this. Okay. And when she goes to press it, the same thing will happen because they rewired that thing and nothing happened. And Donald Trump, even though there was a lot of finagling, the finagle of the bagel, as I like to say, in a lot of those states that were supposedly blue, it was all red. We know that we won Hawaii. We know that we won New York. We know we won New Jersey. We know we won California. We won it all. Okay. This is all nonsense. There's another video here called Trump Wants to Eliminate Income Taxes. Gee, I've been talking about that forever. Okay. And, there are people saying, hey, I called the IRS because they're auditing me. And they don't realize they're being audited by a law firm posing as the IRS, and they're on the phone, press this for this, press that for that, and going through all the hoops, okay? It's only to be put on hold for an hour and 40 minutes, and they've done it 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, and at the end, they get hung up on, which means nobody is home. We've showed all the videos of the sandbags and the fences in Washington, D.C., in Maryland, ginormous buildings with like 2 hectares of land of parking spaces, right? You feel what I'm saying? And nobody's coming in for lunch. Nobody's going out for dinner. Nobody's coming in for breakfast. There's nobody in the visitor parking lot. And there's Mr. Sanchez and Mr. Gonzalez in a white uniform, okay, with 2 9mm guns guarding a building that nobody reports to. They're out of fucking business.
Well, did you hear this too? That there was a new report that just came out that the IRS employees owe a shit ton of back taxes, hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, listen, I mean, you have people in Congress, Jeff, you know what I'm talking about. People in Congress that owed tens of millions of dollars, never paid their debt. So this whole thing of the this whole thing with the IRS, and it's going away, and there's going to be some massive changes, right? What I love the fact that, you know, RFK Jr. is going to take care of the health bits of it, right? Getting rid of pharma ads, getting rid of, you know, all those agencies report up to him. And you know, to me, the Matt Gaetz thing, that was Trump out there going, let me see who's for this, right? It was a trial balloon. He wanted to see where the rhinos are. How does the playing field look? And we saw exactly what was going on. That was never his pick. It was always Pam Bondi, but that was his way of saying, hello, let's see who's with me. You talked a good game when I was elected, but let's see who's actually throwing the support.
He found them immediately. Right? They came out. They came out of their hovels immediately. It's crazy.
Sure.
Yeah, they came
so
out.
You got another video here. Yeah, you got another video here. It says "End the IRS" and the thumbnail. That's a great video. You watch the first 45 seconds, you understand emphatically that's exactly where we're headed. I want to play this one video for you here, if I may, because I've been bumping heads. Even though we like each other, we have an incredible relationship with 107. I mean, here's a thumbnail. Okay, they want to get rid of taxes. They want to get rid of taxes for people who are getting a pension. Gee, okay. You see how many anomalies do we need to throw at you, right? Then we got a video down here. Okay, that we got already. This one here. I'm bumping heads with 107 on a regular basis. The words NESARA and GESARA trigger him. I'm going to say here publicly, maybe for your audience for the first time, they're not going to call it NESARA GESARA. They may not call it anything at all. They may not even give it a name. They're not even going to give it document number 9 that resides at Mel Carmine's QFS1776.com website, right? But I cornered him. I cornered him because I said, hey, I know that we're getting in the race for, and again, all of this stuff lives on document number 9, talks about the med beds, it talks about the flying cars, it talks about life extension technology, it talks about all of it. And that's what they're really afraid of, the life extension technology, where everybody's going to get healthy and everybody's going to have a 300, 400, 500 year lifespan. That's just for starters. Now listen to this one. You'll like this one. We have to beat Russia and China on the flying cars. There's going to be some advanced technologies that are coming through Trump. And he's quoted on camera saying, I got the video.
Nixon wrote the formula over unity energy production that went all the way back, not just Tesla, but other stuff that we had and captured post World War II. He wrote the formula on the agent from his Houston project. He ran his own intelligence service because he couldn't trust the FBI or CIA, and wrote it right on the guy's body, taped it up, and sent him over to Kissinger. Why did he do that? Because Kissinger was David Rockefeller's personal lapdog. And why did he do that? Let him know that he'd hidden that formula in a couple of places, right in the White House and another location, to be released at a later time. And that was the threat if they tried to convict him or do other stuff. He knew that being a disruptive technology, that it would take America off the rails. You say, well, he was just doing it to protect himself. No, it would have taken America off the rails. But it was a threat because the Rockefeller Enterprise, Standard Oil running Saudi Arabia, Aramco, Arab American Oil Corporation. Okay, well, we know what the Arab side of it is. What was the American side? Standard Oil, Rockefellers, and energy flow out in the world. Nixon had the formula then. We know what can be done. Trump's going to dial it in. Remember, Nixon gave Trump a lot of stuff. Trump is actually Nixon's message in a bottle to the world.
Yeah,
and
I know that to be a fact.
Times, okay? Yeah. And by the way, over Trump's left shoulder in the Oval Office, if you look, there's a letter there, and it's from Pat Nixon to Trump several decades ago. And the letter says, I hope someday you decide to run for president. I know if you do, you'll win, and you will be a great president. Nixon gave everything that he knew to Trump, including what he needed to go after the 5 families in New York. That's why Rudy Giuliani is so important, because Rudy Giuliani prosecuted him. Who was the unnamed source on a lot of the stuff? Came from Trump, okay? There's a lot going on here that will take decades to come out, that people will be writing about for a very long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Well, when you said over unity, I just want to clarify. I know that most of the audience understands what over unity technology is. Over unity is free energy technology. It's coming. Not maybe 100 trillion%. And we're supposed to live to be very healthy for a very, very, very long time. All of the poisons in the food, hopefully they'll bring in. Well, maybe RFK is going to be the guy that's the czar. So that we have clean food, no more glyphosates and no more Roundup, and organic is going to be the standard, or 100% organic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the cleanness of the foods, but also what goes into the food chain. There's certain foods in the oils and the seed oils and things like that that really aren't the best. But that's not the government's fault completely.
No.
It's the people's fault. And so we're going to have to train ourselves to think more in terms of raw. And then some of the stuff that's out there is actually, as you get more into it, you understand that maybe these things aren't as good for you.
We have to be now. You have to understand here, guys.
Is that 107? Who's narrated that?
That is 107. I'm going to hook you guys up with that. I promise that he'll say yes. If I say, hey, you got to go on Chip's show and with Jeff, he'll say yes. I'll do that. So now
he's great.
I will tell you this. When I backed him up into the corner and I said, hey, we got to get in the race for flying cars. By the way, I got Donald Trump on video. Now, he cannot go against Donald Trump because I got videos. I was going to ready to show the video of Donald Trump saying, hey, we got to get in the race for flying cars. And to that, he adds, we have to have, we're going to have cars with over unity motors. Gee, that is free energy technology. But then I get all these morons. And I get ready. They're going to probably do it to you too. And they say, Mel, you're going to put people in flying cars. They're going to crash into each other. They don't realize that artificial intelligence is going to fly these things.
Which is what Chad said. Chad was exactly saying that. Now you have the AI and you need more computer driven. What's interesting, flying cars, the development of it, there was a guy in the late 90s going into late 90s, like early 2000, that had developed a line of flying cars, and it was gaining a huge momentum. And then it just kind of fizzled out. But people kind of laugh and mock the whole concept of a flying car. But now we saw in Dubai or elsewhere. But the development has been a long time.
We were promised flying cars when I was a kid. This time, there's by the year 2000, we're gonna have flying cars. I'm kind of pissed. I expect
6,000 patents. Don't you think maybe they have 100 flying cars out of 6,000 patents, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Drones.
I was born at night, but not last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's out. You look through the
We're talking to your over unity motor technology that you don't understand. Your audience doesn't understand. I don't understand, and I don't need to. The only thing I need to know is, hey, I go in. Am I going to speak to this thing telepathically, or am I going to punch in where I want to go? And I'm doing Mach 17 if I want to take the scenic route, right? And I want to go from Miami to Manila, and I want to get there in 17 minutes. Correct? You feeling me? All right. Why?
I love the idea, man. Well, here's
why
the thing.
Are we still driving? Yeah, you got to go. You got to go on a business trip on Monday. Let's say, Chip. You got to get in a car that's 4 rubber tires. Yeah, it might be a Lamborghini, it might be a Ducati, or it might be a Mercedes, or it might be a Chevrolet. All of them have 4 rubber tires. They're an extension of a Model T Ford technology. We're still scraping the earth like a turkey because someone is controlling this narrative. Then you get there, you park your car in the fast park. You jump into another extension of a Model T Ford called the shuttle that takes you to the airport, take all your clothes off to be patted down or go through this machine that's going to cause the thing that
unless you're illegal, then you get flown in for free. If you're legal, you can just go through.
And then you get inside this thing that resembles a bird that's made out of metal that travels at 600 miles an hour, and you guys think you're sophisticated.
60-year-old technology, by the way. 60-year-old technology. So you think
it's ridiculous?
We have better seats that are thinner and closer together. We have TVs in the back. We can charge our phones up. It's 60-year-old technology.
The technology, none. We haven't.
Carbon fiber bodies are about the only advancement that they've had. There's no way we're all living here with 60-year-old technology. No way.
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing, and it's coming quick. I mean, the technology's there. There's obviously different, factors at play that limit technology development. Similar to, you know, the whole concept of the illness that everyone suffered, you know, as, you know, imposed on us by the government. But then you have ivermectin, right? Look at all the studies right now on ivermectin. It's amazing.
Be careful
right?
with that one.
It's a cheap pharmaceutical that has
Why
been
be
around for a
careful?
long time, and
They
there's
don't like
huge
that
amounts
word.
of research now. I know they
Well, it
don't.
doesn't
They don't
matter.
like that
We
word.
don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Anyway,
matter. We're okay with
BRICS,
that.
We've
BRICS
used it many
nations,
times.
guys. Let's get back on. Let's get on the quantum financial system.
There we
Okay,
go.
XRP
All
is
right.
going to be the bus that drives
What do we got?
NESARA, GESARA. BRICS nations announces not once but twice, and both times they announce which token are they going to use. Gee, I think it said XRP. Okay, the Mexicans.
Well, BRICS
okay,
Nation
the
is a failure,
Mexicans-
brother. Let's face
What's
it
that?
right now. BRICS Nation
that?
is a failure. It's an absolute logistical
BRICS is
nightmare failure. There are a bunch of
POA.
countries that hate each other, that can't agree on anything. And when
they
Trump
have to
comes
wait
back,
until Trump comes in
when
and he
Trump
says, "Give me
comes
that
back
ball,
in,
and let me show you how the
gone.
game is played." Okay,
BRICS
It's
is
gone.
done.
Yeah.
BRICS will go
when
nowhere.
Trump comes in, it takes the ball away from them and say, "Let me show you how this game is played, dudes." Then the BRICS nation is going to mean something. In the meantime, the Mexicans have already closed the border. Okay, the Mexican they basically shit two
They know what's
burritos
coming.
in their pants because they know Trump is coming
Oh,
back
yeah.
and he means business. Okay, so that's already done for them. He's going to fix the pipeline because we have to probably be on a Model T Ford extension technology for a little longer, right? So we're going to become energy efficient, okay? Not import the energy. We're going to export the energy, and gas is going to go down to what? Maybe $1.90 on
We need
high
to be-
test, which means
Yeah.
inflation is going to get down under control. Jobs are going to
Everything.
be back. The economy is going to go back. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
He's got 30 committees getting ready to be rolled out. One of them is going to be rolled out on all of the social media who are doing all of the censoring. Okay. And they are not going to be able to negotiate with Donald J. Trump's committee. They're going in and saying, "Hey, check this out. You have to abide by the Constitution of America, not the Constitution of the not the Constitution of the corporation of America. You cannot infringe on people's
he
right
ended the
to
corporation. Don't you remember?
Right. Okay.
He ended
So
the corporation.
when that happens, if YouTube and all these channels and Rumble out there, if they don't follow the rules, Donald Trump is going to go in with Patriot programmers, and we're going to take these platforms. Why? Because we need the Jeffs and the Chips and the Mel Carmines of the world to grow unimpeded. Who are they to dictate how fast we can grow, how big we can get?
Right on.
Ridiculous.
No, I
in
got a
America.
question for you. Adrian says,
Yeah.
can we get an XRP price prediction this cycle from Mr. Carmine?
Yes, you're going to see a $20 to $40 XRP by March 8th, March 9th. Not because I'm greedy, not because I need to be a millionaire or a billionaire. It's because this is just, the appetizer and the hors d'oeuvre before the appetizer, and maybe there's two hors d'oeuvres before the appetizer, then the salad, then the soup. We're not going to be there probably until 2020, the end of 2025, end of 2026, when they fully need to ready to go. Right?
And what
That
are we
means
talking about?
The Treasury and Ripple, I believe, are going to merge if they have not already. And if Ripple because they're the ones that are going to move all of the money, not you and I. You and I we got our hands on this asset that we're not supposed to own. Okay? When they need to move the money and it's no longer a dress rehearsal, there's going to be a massive, because look, do you realize, for example, Chip, that Chase Bank, right? Chase Bank moves $35 trillion a day. Look it up. $35 trillion a day. The remittance market, 5 to 7 trillion on a bad day, 5 trillion, on a good day, 7 trillion. You got government to government moving money. You got corporation to corporation moving money. You got Southeast Asia, Africa, and India who are unbanked, 3.2 billion people getting ready to be banked on the XRP, XLM, XDC system. You're not going to move it with $1.49 token. It's not going to happen. It's got to be a big number. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Satoshi Nakamoto, a.k.a. David Schwartz, the guy I cornered in Las Vegas, said the same thing. He said to me, you know what he said to me? He said, yeah, I may very well be one of the main Satoshi Nakamotos. That's how the conversation ended. And that video went hyper viral.
Right. He may be, but he may not be. But, it was connected to government, and that he was working in the NSA, right? So it's like there's a lot of potential.
He puts a blockchain. He puts a patent on blockchain in 1988. 2000, he goes to work for DARPA as a consultant. In 2007, 2008, what happens? The housing bubble. In 2009, Bitcoin is born. That's not a coincidence, my friend. Not a coincidence. Bitcoin doesn't work. It's too slow.
It's ready to go.
And they have to go back to the drawing board, and they bring the real Bitcoin, XRP 5.0, which is going to be the final Bitcoin 5.0 on steroids. The one that can be scaled to what? 3.5 trillion transactions per second.
Let me get your answer on this. So everyone's talking about Bitcoin's 100,000. It's going to 150 by 2026. It'll be 200,000, right? The thing is, you're going to store the wealth there. It's something to bet on. But where is the real money going to be made? Where are the altcoins going to be made? You've got Cardano doing these major, you got Charles Hoskinson, who's got a seat at the table in the Trump administration advising, right? They claim higher, better transactions. They're talking about moving it. Like you said, there's going to be more than one. There's enough room for everybody at that table. But why is Ripple? Yes. Why is XRP, and not so much Ripple, but why is XRP? Is it the XRPL that there's something about? The fact that it's agnostic, the fact that it can move everything and do it very quickly.
Yeah, well, the XRP ledger, you could do smart contracts on. You could do NFTs. You could build other federated side chains. You could build other tokens. What could you do with Bitcoin besides nothing?
Bitcoin is a store of value.
Okay, store of value. Okay, great. Okay, great. Let's go there. Let's go there.
That's where you can't.
Yeah, let's go there.
Diminish or minimize.
It's a store of value. So you have to store. Everybody has to store the value. Everybody has to store the value in order for the store value to be worth something, because it's scarce. They're not going to print anymore. There's only 21 million.
What it is.
But what happens is this, Jeff. You came in and you bought Bitcoin at $20, or even though you could have bought it at 0.0008 of a penny day one, right? You bought it at $20. You got some money. You put 1,000 Bitcoins. You say, hey, I don't need that much. I could live on 1,000 Bitcoins times 100,000. That's $1 billion, right? You understand? So now you say, I'm selling it. What happens to the argument store value? It's no longer store value. You think you're going to be the only one? I don't think so.
Well, we're already
seeing water. Listen, I could fix that Bitcoin for all you guys, right? Here's the thing. You do the store value. You put it in an interest-bearing account where you get paid an XRP. You lend out your Bitcoin. You never sell it. Nobody ever sells it. And you're living off the interest. Now it's really a true store of value. But nobody's going to follow. Not everybody's going to follow the rules, right? But because XRP
that's where we start getting
it's going to go back and forth. It's going to be a closed loop system, and it's going to be used over and over and over and over again. It's going to be bouncing back like a tennis ball, and it's going to be used, just keep circulating, right? They're going to have to stabilize it to where it's not going to be like, once they get it to 100,000, for example, or 50,000, whatever that number is, the guys upstairs already have that number figured out, okay? And gals. Rios, what's her name? Rosie Rios, right? So the reality is, once it gets to the point where they need to get it, and it's going back and forth and it's solving all these problems. See, right now, you and I cannot even have a conversation. Gold has real value, right? Real gold has value because you and I cannot have this conversation, right? Because this computer here has got gold and silver in it. What value
gold
does
is also
Bitcoin have?
Finite.
Exactly. Okay. The only thing is, it's a finite thing.
Why does money have value? People on a global scale have attributed that any of these assets have value, because even XRP right now, the people at large across the globe have determined that XRP is currently valued at $1.37. That's what people see the value is. With Bitcoin, it seems maybe rational, maybe irrational. Be where it's at right now.
We went from 49 cents. We went from 49 cents to $1.62. Right. This was the high
in a very short period of time. Right. We're going
in a very
back,
short period of time.
We grew.
Yeah. I won't tell you who she is, but I have quite a few friends that are multi-gazillionaires who used to have Bitcoin, and because of me, I showed them the math, and they took most of their Bitcoins and turned them over into XRP. And they called me, thanking me, saying, "You're right. I did much better being an XRP, because XRP went up 3 times the amount of Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin was scratching and flirting by going over 100,000, which it didn't do it yet, but it probably will maybe next weekend. Right.
Hey, quick question. Mel,
sure.
Here's this one. Jim D says, Mel Carmine, are you concerned at recent news China quantum computing has cracked the current crypto encryption library standards?
I don't know enough about the quantum computers of China. I could tell you that anything China could throw at the United States of America or Satoshi Nakamoto, David Schwartz, I'm sure they're not going to risk people's money, and just let us hang out there like, low-hanging fruit. So if they would have had that capability, we would have been all poor a long time ago. The money would have been gone. So I don't believe they're going to be able to crack, or hack, if you will, the XRP. The XRP ledger is the most sophisticated ledger in the world. It's the fastest one. And it lives where? It lives on the low-lying satellites. Why? Because it's 35 below zero up there. It's nice and comfortable. That's where it likes to be, right? That's where it works the best, most efficient.
Yeah, it is.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Technology.
Yeah. Donald Trump and Elon Musk guys know all about this. Okay. They're talking directly to Elon Musk. You don't think Elon Musk has got to distract you with the dog coin, but don't think for 1 second that guy doesn't have 60 million XRP. He does.
I'm sure. Yeah. And it's interesting. I mean, if you think about the majority of people in the early days that found their way to XRP, it was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then XRP. It was like a natural progression. People started looking for, Bitcoin was already on its way to 20,000. I'm thinking about like 2017, 2018. Yeah. And that's where we started to see a lot of, excitement in the space. And people were naturally finding their way to lower priced asset. Even today, people are doing the same thing. At some point, a lot of these assets are just going to work their way out to being worthless. Similar to the .com, craze. We talk a lot about this, that during the 90s, there was a lot of .com craze, and a lot of those companies just don't exist anymore. And it's going to be the same thing. I have the CoinGecko pulled up. I'm looking at, all these multitude of assets. People are now looking for relevancy based on actually having something substantial. And the XRPL is substantial. It's real.
This, my friend, this is God's money. You cannot fake this. That's as a matter of fact, we don't have to. We're all out of these. I own my own gold company.
Is that silver or gold? I can't see what it is. Is that gold or silver?
That's silver. Silver. Do you see what that is? That's the fight coin. You see that?
Oh, there you go. Oh, nice. Yep, I like that.
Yeah, we're all silver? Out of we're all out of these. The Carmine'sGold.com.
Is that a troy ounce right there, my man?
No, these are ounce of silver. And I've been storing this like crazy as well. You know what I mean? This is Bitcoin right here. This right now, as far as I'm concerned, silver is Bitcoin.
Oh, that's Litecoin. Litecoin was silver and Bitcoin was the gold. And Legendary brought that up.
Here's the reason why I say silver right now is Bitcoin, because I think it's way undervalued. I think you'll see conservatively, $15,000, $20,000 per ounce silver. I think silver has a hell of a lot more usability than gold, and it's scarce. It's very scarce, and I believe in the next 2 or 3 months you're going to be looking for it, and there's going to be no silver to be had, and you're going to see silver take a moonshot. So if you got silver, genius, congratulations.
See where we're at in the precious metals.
Yeah. Well, it's fluctuating because it's being manipulated with the Colmax. You know that, right? You understand that, right? You understand how that works?
Well, so question. So we're coming up on time here, but what would you say is some big takeaways that you want people to be thinking about and looking at over the next 3 to 6 months? Or let's say when Trump takes office, right? What are we going to see that's going to be a very different scenario than what we've seen before, in your opinion?
The food is going to get cleaned up. The chemtrails are going to be gone. The soil is going to be cleaned up, and all the trace minerals are going to be back in the dirt. In 18 months, you will not recognize America or the Americans because the health is going to turn around, and you'll be able to go to Walmart and you'll be able to maybe hear people have a coherent conversation, and they're going to start to slim down gradually because the stuff that they're eating is good stuff. Right now, you realize when you go out to a restaurant, you're eating glyphosate, you're eating Roundup,
garbage.
you know, and they have accelerated because that procedure that a lot of us didn't want to take, which I'm not going to say during that 19 thing, right? You know, guys, what I'm talking about, right? A lot of us didn't want to take.
About the injection.
Right, exactly. Don't say nothing else, but people got it. Okay. So the reality is this. The reality is this. They accelerated by a factor of 100, all right, to poison your food because that procedure that we all didn't want to take isn't working fast enough. You feeling me? So, and look, just that alone is priceless, don't you think?
Yep,
I think so. Yeah,
it's critical. I mean, you go in other parts of the world, and
the food tastes great.
Better, food tastes great. Bread is okay to eat. You know, here you can't eat the pasta, can't eat the bread.
It's loaded with glyphosate and Roundup.
Exactly, and then your vegetables are poisoned, and we talk about it all the time here in the house. And we talk about organic food because, for years that was it. That he just had to get away from all the processed and any of the chemicals. But it's just it's supposed to be just farming. I want to go and get vegetables. There shouldn't be it shouldn't be a question. I shouldn't have to go look specifically for organic. It should be a given. That they're not poisoning the food. They're not poisoning eggs. Think about how they poison eggs with thin shells. Over in Europe. A lot of parts of Europe, they leave the eggs out on the counter. They don't even refrigerate them.
Never do. Yeah. Well,
do you know if you get caught with an ounce of glyphosate or Roundup in Russia, you might as well, you'll do less time if you get caught with 28 kilos of cocaine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I went to Chile last time with my wife, I was eating bread every day, fresh baked bread. There's no preservatives in it. You went and got that. I mean, I was walking a little bit more, but not pretty much. I was eating crazy stuff. I lost 8 pounds. Right? So it's like I go to Europe, I lose weight. I'll eat like crazy good stuff, and I lose weight every single time. Yep. Australia, no, not so much. That's a different story.
So are you guys on board? Yeah. Okay, let's get back to NESARA and GESARA. Are you guys on board with the fact that it's not going to be called NESARA, GESARA? Are things pointing to the fact that that's what it is? He went on Joe Rogan. And there's a bunch of questions, and even Joe Rogan says, "Are you telling me that you're going to go into a flat tax? Are you going into tariffs?" He goes, "Tariff is my favorite word because I like the word tariff better than the word love." Okay, you saw the interview, right? I mean, I could give you 700,000 examples of the stuff that's been happening. Look at the markets reacting to Donald Trump winning before he even won, and everything was going green. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I look at my portfolios. It's a lot different today than it was a month ago. Everything.
It's not even
we're not even there yet.
Not even a bull run yet.
Not even a bull run yet. Not in the stocks and not in the crypto.
Not even.
We haven't hit stride yet. Trump comes in January 20th. We're going to start hitting stride. But you got to get rid of all these entities. You got to get rid of the 3-letter. We start seeing Musk and Ramaswamy. Those two start closing down agencies at rapid pace. The fact that we still have rhinos in the Senate, and they're vying and fighting, and trying to so get those people out of the way. They're irrelevant. Shut down as soon as you shut down all these government agencies. The rhinos go away because they lose all their control. All their people are gone. Yeah. We just got to get rid of them, dismantle it at the fastest pace possible.
New day is coming.
A new day is definitely coming.
Another person that we got to give credit to that is on the same page as me, 100,000% is Rob Cunningham. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Rob and I. Okay. Absolutely. So this is all about document number 9 at QFS1776.com. If you want to learn about the quantum financial system, and if you think the Bitcoins and the XRP and all these digital assets are difficult, they are. I'm not going to bullshit you. That's why you want to go to carminesgold.com. You get yourself this stuff. This is not complicated. See, you buy it, you go put a hole in your backyard.
We need jeffsgold.com. That's what we need next.
There you go.
Go to Carmine's Gold, right? If you're looking for now, I mean, it's going to be a while before we get there, but It's definitely going to go. Need to catch out Bitch McConnell. That's what I call him. I call him Bitch McConnell, man. I don't know if that's
Bitch McConnell. I love it. I love it.
Another dude.
Well,
I love it.
I think he's taking himself out. The guys that can't even put a sentence together anymore. He's pretty much done.
But do you think these guys are who they are, or do you think that there's some anomalies that, because I can go back and I could probably dig up some more stuff on Telegram where, you know, Biden is scratching his neck and his mask is wrinkling, and I could show you.
Well, what about, you know, it's bizarre. It's bizarre with Biden, right? Because Biden's height changed. He got taller. How did he all of a sudden? How is he get? How did he get
his
taller?
eyes are different. His ears are different. His mouth is different.
Yes.
I mean, it's
The birthmark that he was born with is no longer there.
They bought it with Paul McCartney, the Paul's dead thing. It's like it's a different dude.
He probably died. Who knows? You know, so they replaced him with someone else, thinking they could carry it on, and he's also mentally compromised. You know what? The one interesting unknown variable that you know that raised his head was Fetterman. Fetterman also had a stroke, which was bizarre.
Right.
Why are all these people having strokes? Probably, you know, he has a stroke, comes back, all of a sudden the guy's red pilled. Right. And the stuff that he does, and maybe he always was. I don't know. You know, I just don't see the guy as you know, it's interesting, but there's all these
but one thing that's really comical,
you know,
you guys, but one thing that's really comical that you guys might agree with is there's all these videos of all these world leaders calling Donald Trump, capitulating to him, getting in line, getting ready to kiss the pinky ring. You know what I mean?
They're all calling him. They're all calling him. He's having conversations with everybody.
And he's got everybody walking in the line. He hasn't even taken office yet. Now, are they going to make it look like something? I believe there's going to be maybe some bumps in the road. They're going to get a few people nervous. Listen, you and I could come on here and put some really crazy title to our videos to where it looks like fear porn, but I don't do that. I believe in optimism. I could probably get 5 times more views by being a fear porn. And I refuse to do it because that's not who I am as a person. I'm a very optimistic person, right? We don't do that. But there's people out there that are saying this is going to happen and that's going to happen. I bet you anything you want. I'll bet you dollars to donuts, okay, that Donald Trump, January 20th, gets inaugurated.
That he does or doesn't?
No question about it. He does.
That he does. Oh, yeah.
He does.
Well, he definitely will on January. Yeah. I hope he does. I hope there's nothing to stop it.
Absolutely. No, nothing's going to stop it.
They can't stop it. There's nothing.
The demon rats are out of bullets.
They can't do anything.
The demon rats are out of bullets, guys.
Even if there was a war, let's say, God forbid, they try to push it, he still gets it. He still gets it. They can't stop it at this point.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. Absolutely. This whole thing, the momentum is there. The people are going to be in place. They have to codify everything. But it's happening. And it's going to happen fast.
Now, when you guys get the 107 on your channel, if you want to trigger him, just say NESARA, GESARA. He'll freaking go off on you, man.
Well, we'll see if you can hook that up, man. We'll get the special shout out by Mel Carmine and see if we can get him on here. But I've been following him for years.
Definitely,
years. I love those boots. I've been following him for years.
I can definitely get him on. Listen, I got to meet him in person. Do you really know who he is? Do you know?
Well, I saw him. He did show up and out himself one time. He showed up at an event.
Yeah, but do you know who he is as a person? Do you know what his function is with the United States government? Do you know who that is?
Somehow.
Okay. Let me enlighten you because I've been allowed to at least tell you this much. He is a very important person. I happen to like Juanito a lot. Juanito happens to like Mel Carmine a lot. And he has to talk the way he has to talk. And you got to figure out what it is he's trying to say because this guy's got non-disclosures that are this thick that are signed and not one, many. He is a United States high-ranking spy. Okay. He is one of 8 people who was responsible for taking down Russia and breaking it up into little pieces. He's a very important dude.
Okay. Let's get him on the channel, man. I would love to talk to him.
We need him on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send him a text message as soon as the show's over, and I'll let you know.
Love to get him on here. People are typing in Yeti. We're almost ready for that. I've got 9 entries so far.
We got 9 entries.
How many people watching us? How many people watching us?
We got 101 on YouTube, another 254 on X.
Okay.
And we don't because they changed our streaming thing. We usually used to stream on Rumble and Twitch and a bunch of other places, but they just became. I mean, Jeff and I have this thing with like during this time, we're not coming out of pocket to do this. We do it, we love it, but we got to make sure that there's enough to sort of pay the OTC bills around here, right? Because we don't have gold.com to buy that. We have NFTs.
Why do you think I have Carmine'sGold.com? I have the Healing Center. I have merchandise. I sell blow dryers that allow people to heal themselves with these frequency blow dryers. I got across the board. I got 7 or 8 different cash streams coming in. You have to.
Critical. Yep.
Yeah,
I hear you. Exactly.
You have to.
Well, we're going to do a giveaway at 351
when the
now.
silver is low, the Healing Center is kicking ass. When the Healing Center is low, the merchandise. There was always something that's kicking ass.
So we're going to be giving away a Blue Tribe Badass Yetis. Mel, every show we give away one of the NFTs. So we go back and forth between the White Tribe and the Blue Tribe. The Badass Yetis project's going to start gaining some life of its own. There's still 2 tribes that haven't come together yet, but the Blue Tribe, this is one of the Templars. So this one has a rarity of, I think it was 8. What was the rarity on this one? 22. The rarity score on this is 22 out of 467. So let's get this one. Let's get this one going. So who's going to win Badass Yeti number 176? It's a good number. It's one of the Templars.
Yeah. Are you guys coming down to the Quantum Summit, by the way?
We're not if we're not speaking. I'm not just going to hang out there. I mean, what the hell are we going to do?
Oh, we'll put you on stage with it. We got panels, so we'll put you on stage with it.
When is the summit? When is it? Where is it?
March 9th. It's at the Radisson Hotel in Cape Canaveral. We're going to have 1,000 people showing up. We got 38 speakers, 37 speakers, something like that. If you guys come, we're scratching 40, and we'll probably going to close it out here real soon. I do need 2 or 3 guys that are flat earthers. I really want some flat earthers on stage. I'm trying to get, Are you a flat earther?
I am.
Can you prove it? Yeah. Good. Okay. Hey, listen, something's not right. Okay. Something doesn't smell right.
It's not what they're telling us. If it's and I would say I'm more of a true Earth person, not a flat Earth. Flat Earth's weird.
Do you think maybe it has something to do why we don't have flying cars? Because then you could figure it out. Then you could go up and go up to 100,000 feet and say, "Shit, it's flat."
We're still in
oh,
Earth.
Shit, it's concave.
We're still in Earth.
They want to keep you stupid, man. You know what I mean? No, you feeling me?
Never gone out of Earth's orbit, except for supposedly 1969 we did, but.
Yeah, that's why they're keeping us on Earth, scraping the Earth like a turkey on a Model T Ford extension. Okay, turkey. And you have to leave 2 days early to get to a meeting on Monday.
That's right. Chip, how many Yetis do we have in? How many?
I think we're ready to go, man.
Let's go. Let's do it. We're going to do the drawing right here.
Right here, right now.
No, right here. Right here, right now.
Here we go.
Last chance.
We're going to pull it right now. Ready? Let's do it. Typed in Yeti. Got 15. Go.
Draw it. There we go.
Who's it going to be? Who's
Mel
going to win?
Mel Carmine's the winner.
People would be mad.
Ray Run.
Let's go, Ray Run.
Now you got to be here.
Ray Run.
Ray Run.
Like chime
in right here. Yeah, Ray Run's here. Ray Run. Throw your Zaman wallet address. Ray. Yeah, big congratulations, Ray. Ray, throw your Zaman wallet into the comment so we can grab it. And we're going to transfer it to you.
Before we get out of here, Mel, what else? What else is going on? What else do you want people to know? Like, what are we looking for? Like, I
want people to know that I'm going to make a huge announcement as soon as I talk to my programming staff. I want to tell you guys so bad, but I can't. Maybe you might want to have me on a show, and then we'll tell the world. Because we want to really make sure that this staying alive business, this frequency technology, because healing is about vibrations. Sound, what is it? Vibrations. There's a saying I think that Einstein came up with. Vibrations. There's like 3 words: vibration, sound, and something else. Frequency. But anyway, the reality is that we want to get because we have the testimonials to prove that we have something that's extraordinarily special, and we want to include everybody out there. So as soon as we can, we're going to make a huge announcement, and because we want to give you guys an incentive, and we're going to give you one hell of an incentive because we want to kick the medical industry in the balls. Look, I'm tired of going to, Walmarts and Walgreens and watching people walk around like zombie-like state, because they're all drugged out. They have no freaking idea what planet they're on. It's about time that we get people eating healthy, right? And get off the drugs. Get them off the drugs, because
that's a great idea.
I go to my doctor. I just had eye surgery, and they go like, what drugs are you on? I'm like, none. What do you take? What supplements? And I listed a crap ton of supplements. So like, what? Like, I had this list like this, all natural supplements. They go, but you're not on any pharma stuff? I go, no, not on any pharma. Like, it's almost like they can't believe it. Like, they're like, well, there has to be something. I'm like, no, there's nothing. Like, they can't understand it. It's really like difficult for them because everyone's on something, right? Just what you said. They're walking around like some kind of painkiller, some kind of like suppression of something else. And
so as soon as you stop with the recording here, it automatically uploads to YouTube, correct? And I could rip the video and have my editor.
Yep.
And this way we can get you guys some more followers.
Yeah, man.
That'd be awesome.
Listen, we lose followers every single day, even though new people are always
Chip, we're actually been gaining lately. We went the other way
because of Mel. That's why Mel's magic. That's what it is. Right
well, the past couple of videos, it's actually turned around.
How fast? Let's leave it on this. How fast do you think? Yeah. How fast do you think Donald Trump is going to deport all the illegal criminals?
Oh,
let's call them what they are.
It's going to go fast.
They're already planning it.
And the best thing is, I love the people like the AGs that are saying, "Oh no, we're gonna like the guy from Colorado, we're gonna have a Tiananmen Square thing." I'm like, please do, because it's federal law, and you will get arrested and thrown in jail. Please, I hope you do. I hope you have put up some kind of fight.
Yeah,
Ray, it's on the way. You should have got a notification to get this beautiful.
Did your audience enjoy this Mel Carmine on the show?
Yeah, I think we got to do it again, man. This was like it went by so fast, man. We did it.
Listen, I'll come on every other month if you guys want. I have no problem with that.
15, man.
Listen,
hour 15.
I got something up my sleeve that I'm going to be able to announce here shortly in the next month and a half, 2 months. That once Trump comes in, and the algorithms have to be set by law because we have to abide by the Constitution of America, not the Constitution of the corporation, where it allows me and you to go unimpeded. I'm going to announce something, and when you guys wake up and you see Mel Carmine just went to 500,000, Mel Carmine just went to 1 million, Mel Carmine went to 2 million. Let me tell you something. It's a lot easier, huh? You'll know, because it's a lot easier to go from 1 million to 2 million than it is where I'm at right now to go to 500,000, for example.
We're only the ones doing geopolitical, decentralized stuff. Nobody's hitting that sort of thing. You guys circle around it, but you guys get a little deeper stuff. And it's a very niche thing that we're doing right here. So
100%,
we cover it.
100%.
All right.
They self-deploy.
Guys, thank you for inviting me, and please bring me back again. I'll do one every other month for you guys.
We're gonna
stay on as we roll out. Yeah. Yep.
All right, so guys, that's all. Listen, Mel, great having you on the show. I'm glad we've been talking about this for a while. So thanks for giving us time to get back on here. We've been trying to get you on for a while, but you've been super busy. So it's great that we were able to nail you down for the show. And guys, everybody out there, listen, we'll see you guys. Won't on Wednesday because it's the night before Thanksgiving.
All right.
Jeff and I will be with family, as I hope all you will be, but we'll be back probably Saturday morning. So we will be taking. We'll see you guys. Have a happy, merry, fantastic, safe, awesome Thanksgiving. There's a lot to give thanks for. It feels different out there. When you smell the air, it smells different. Everything feels different, right? It feels like we can breathe again. We don't have a weight on our chest. So be thankful for that. So give a lot of thanks, because gratitude is the key to everything. So that's it. Mel, I want to give you the last word.
Yeah. No, guys, don't forget the Quantum Summit is going to be off the chain. It's really not going to be a summit. It's going to be a celebration. Here's the reason why I tell you that. People know that we won this New World Order war. I've been at this for 36 years. And, when God chooses me and he sends me to this chair and he knows he's got a great soldier in Mel Carmine, I don't give up. Okay. I get battle fatigue like anybody else. I'm human, but we're here. We won the war. The celebration is going to be March 8th and 9th in Cape Canaveral. Somebody's calling in from Belgium, but great. Come on down. Get your tickets early, because I'm going to tell you right now, you can't come to the door and say, I'm here, sell me a ticket the last day, because we have to hand in the list of people. There's food involved. It's a logistical nightmare. We have karaoke. Yes, I will be on stage singing some Frank Sinatra, and I'll be singing also some Harry Connick Jr. And I will,
right there.
I will take the roof off. I will take the roof off the joint.
I'm coming for sure. I was going to come, but I'm pretty sure I'm coming.
We have a gala dinner, so bring your best threads. I mean, bring your tuxedos if you want, or a nice suit. Okay, the ladies can get all decked out. There's going to be dancing. It's going to be a party. We have an hors d'oeuvre pool party with also karaoke and DJ. It's going to be a celebration that people are going to talk about for the next 17 years.
Jim D wants to know any discount codes. It's actually pretty inexpensive this summer, right?
It is. It's very inexpensive. What you're getting wedding style food, man. You're getting New York strip steak with mashed potatoes with scallop and shrimp, and you're getting all you can eat lunch, dinner.
What's the price of admission on this, Mel?
I don't even know. It's at the website if you want to pull it up. I think it's.
No, those people know. He's too busy to know this kind of stuff, man.
I'm too busy. I got people handling shit for me. I don't even know, but I know it's very reasonable. It's a lot more reasonable than some of these other things that are going to be going on in Vegas and what have you. All right.
Crypto Navigator's bringing his book of songs. There you go. It's got some good
karaoke. Yeah, if there's a karaoke person out there that has a computer, has 8 million songs, come on down. You'll be the karaoke person. Absolutely.
Okay, I've got the prices right here. Here it is.
There you go.
So VIP ticket is $530.
Early bird specials are all gone. Yeah, the early bird specials are all gone. I know that.
The gala dinner is $185. So it's not. I mean, compared to other conferences, it's not bad. $432, $10 service fee. Call it $440, and then the gala dinner is $185 plus $5 service fee. Pretty simple.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
awesome.
Hey, Ray, run. Make sure you go check out the menu. Yeah, go check out the menu. The menu is unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll check that out. All right, you might have to pencil us in for this. I gotta check my schedule, but we'll have to. I know you invited us last year, but we couldn't make the timing work.
This year, you got to make it. This will be the last Quantum Summit, dude. I need a Quantum Summit like I need a hole in the head. I'm busy, dude. I don't have time for this. I really don't. I have to come up with a total of $263,000. Already gave him a big hefty down payment, $263,000. All right. I don't make any money on this. You know where I make my money? A little bit, maybe. If the XRP goes to $20 and people want to celebrate worldwide through the what do you call it? The live stream. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll make a couple of dollars there. But the actual event itself, if I break even, I'm lucky.
I hear you, man. Yeah, it's and if people know anything about what it takes to put these on, this is like peanuts.
It's hard.
I got 12 people working on this. 12.
So I hope you got 2 more people that'll be going. I think Jim D will be going. Jim D's at the Cape. You got to go to this, Jim. Come on.
Yeah. You guys should come. I'll put you guys on stage. We'll promote your show. And listen, from a networking standpoint, you want to be there because this business is not about a microphone and a camera and never coming out. Your fans want to squeeze your cheeks, Chip and Jeff.
No, they don't.
And they want to give you a nice kiss on the forehead. You understand?
I really don't.
They want to meet you in person.
We had fun in Australia.
Australia was like that. Australia was like that a lot.
Yeah. I got a big fan club in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah. Well, that's our second biggest base is Australia and New Zealand. So, Jeff, take us out of here. And then
we're out.
Stick around. Don't leave yet.
Yeah, stick around. Appreciate you coming on, Mel. It was a pleasure hosting you here tonight. And big shout out to everybody that joined us. Big shout out to Ray Run for winning the badass Yeti. And check us back out Wednesday. We won't be on because of Thanksgiving. We will be back on Saturday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come check us out. Hopefully there's just a flurry of green, when we come back in the crypto space. So we're looking forward to that. Chip.
That's it. Mel, stick around. Don't get out of here yet.
Get out of here.
So Chip,
yes,
Jeff, and Mel, we are out. See you guys on the next one.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.